When you abolish GST, our cost of living will come down. By how much? How much will cost of living come down? 7%. It will come down by 10%. So GST might be 7%. The cost of GST, another 2-3%. And you think that it is the business that bear the 2-3%? You are mistaken. They build this in the price they charge to you. That is why you complain GST increased 2%, hawkers food $3.50 to $4. All these are built in. I tell you, I look at the figures, all the way from the 1990s, the last 30 years, we don't need GST. GST brings to the government $11 billion. So people ask, where to find 11 billion to replace GST? I tell you, we don't need to find 11 billion. Every year, the sale of land, average 20 billion. Why? The government don't count the 20 billion. But International Monetary Fund, IMF, says, according to international accounting standard, land sale is revenue. You must count. So the government don't count and tell you we are in deficit. We need to raise more revenue. All right? So the second reason they say why GST is necessary, hawkers, taxi drivers, self-employed people don't declare income tax. So we want them to pay GST. I also disagree. You take a look at the hawkers. Their stall rental is so high. They have to work 8-10 hours. After paying their rental, what they have left, not so much. Same with taxi drivers, Uber drivers, Grab drivers, the same. The rental is so high. After they work 8-10 hours, what they earn net of all their costs is not that high. So even if they don't pay tax, it's not a big deal because they already pay through their rental. And if the government wants to take some revenue, go after the property owners and the taxi companies from the rental. Mr. Tan, you tell me which country in the world got no GST. That's very smart. Every country got GST. So GST must be the right tax. Now I tell them, okay, I agree. All these countries have got GST, advanced countries. But I ask them, which country has got COE, the cars? $7 billion COE. Which country have got COE? Which country got foreign workers levy? $3 billion. Which country has got land sale? Look at all the other countries. Which country the government owns most of the land can sell? 20 billion. So we already collect 30 billion every year from COE, foreign workers levy, from land sale. And yet, we can use the excuse, other countries collect GST, we must also collect GST. These other countries don't have 30 billion, we already have got 30 billion. Why are we still collecting 11 billion of GST? We can stop the GST entirely. Do you agree? Then after 1990, we have been going down the drain for 30 years. GST is one of the major contributors. I'm not saying blame everything on GST, but I'm saying GST make our cost of doing business high, increase the cost of living, and a lot of our problem come from GST. And I think if we are bold enough, scrap GST, we will have, give a big plan. If we are bold enough, scrap GST, we have a chance to rebuild our future. We continue the high cost, we are still okay today because the global economy is okay. When there's a global crisis, you can be sure we will be hit harder than other people because we're the most costly city in the world. We are quite inefficient, very wasteful.